up, everybody? Back another episode of the Weekend High Podcast. Swag, we back. Your man KZL, your man Swag, back in this
Salute,
thing.
y'all.
Yes. Back at it, man. Giving you a lot of news and views from I guess you could say a slightly lifted or higher. Well, I guess we're supposed to be higher, as far as in spirit, uh, higher
The
spirit
Weekend
podcast.
High
So
Podcast.
yeah. Whatever your weekend high is, you know what I mean. Whatever you like to do with the spare time to elevate your mind, body, and spirit. That's what the Weekend High podcast represents. Just in case you ain't know. And also from a foundational black male perspective, I gotta give you know what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Indeed.
But anyway, that shouldn't offend you. Who, if you're not one of us, that shouldn't offend you either way. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Come
got a lot
on
of good
in.
news and content coming. So yeah, come on in, and get it on in with your boys. Your man K Swell. I'm going by Gordon Gartrell, aka Gordon Gartrell. You know what I'm saying? Man with the funny shirt. My man, Big Swag.
Going by
Big
Esther
Swag.
Role Play.
Hell nah. Also, you know, we gotta let y'all know we can give it to you from a comedy perspective too, because you know, we two comical brothers, you know what I'm saying? Not maybe I'm not big levels like a Dave Chappelle or a Kevin Hart. You know, we like them two funny dudes way in the back in the writer's room some damn where. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of perspective we some back office Negroes. So that's the kind of perspective we give it to you on
Hey,
this show.
we still got the comedic mind, though, you know.
There you go. Definitely on the right side of the game. But moving right along, y'all. It is a wonderful May, almost end of May. And you know, first I want to start off because I think we missed y'all, but ladies, definitely happy Mother's Day. I done messed up the damn thing, but that's okay. Happy Mother's Day. So we're gonna try that again. So ladies, we want to give y'all a salute and wish y'all a happy Mother's Day. And you know, since we missed y'all, you know what I'm saying, on the last reel.
Yeah. And I miss you, Mom. Love you tons. I'm glad I got baby's mom and wife to hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Shout out to all my my mother passed away, my grandmother, both my grandmothers, all the wonderful women in my family that are passed away, and that are ones that are still here. So shout out to my cousin, my my sister.
Yes.
Well, not the sister y'all think. You know, if y'all know me, the family, not that sister, but I got another sister y'all may not know on my dad's side, and shout out to her. So
Yeah.
just to clarify things, you know what I'm saying? If you know my backstory on a personal level, you know what I'm talking about. So keeping it moving right along. We're gonna get into the first story. A lot of interesting news, a lot of things to kind of unpack and kind of dissect in our own weekend highway. So here we go, y'all. I'm just gonna kick it off with bam. I don't know. Many of y'all probably been seeing a lot of stuff on social media. So this story is kicked off through the social media streets. You know what I'm saying? Them social media streets be kind of grimy and dirty. But this little dude, our little brother, little black brother, student was suspended because he told his teacher that her breath smelled like
Duty.
you know what I'm saying? Boo boo. You know,
doo-doo.
Smell like doo doo. What Michael Jackson say?
Feces.
Feces. Yeah, that interview, y'all. Mike had me laughing with that. That always made me laugh. You know, shout out to Michael Jackson. But yeah, man, as you can see, his teacher, if you look at this picture, you know, his teacher teeth look like they got some smegma on them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about the I mean, it don't even look like the butter, you know what I'm saying? It look like it's past butter. It's just eroded.
She got the old George Washington's, nigga.
I mean, so think about right, yeah, she got He said to George Washington, she got the wooden teeth.
Yeah. Wood grained out and shit. I mean stuff.
Oak finish. Nice oak finish. She like she brush her teeth with pine sol and shit. You know what I'm saying? No, Murray's soap oil. That's
Old
what my grandma used
English.
to use. The Murray soap oil. My grandma used to use
Yeah.
that.
The Murphy's oil soap
The
gang.
Murphy's oil soap. Hell yeah. I mean, damn. But think about it. I feel bad for that little. Now he gets suspended for telling the truth, and we tell our kids all the time you should tell the truth. And I mean, think about the terror his little eyeballs and nostrils had to endure every morning. You know what I'm saying? When you a kid, you come in the room, you know, it's supposed to be smelling. You know, in kindergarten, I had that like cinnamon bun smell. You like, oh man, sweet shit is going on here. I'm about to learn today, and you know what I'm saying. He come in and she like, hi. She burning my man's eyebrows off. You know what I'm saying. So how do you feel? But this is funny. It's even though it's funny, but let's take a deeper look at it though. You know, he's a young little black man, little young black. I ain't gonna say man. He's a little black boy, little child, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and he don't look like he could be no more than in maybe what first, second grade, maybe if that.
Yeah. 8 years old tops if he little.
Right, right. And he got suspended for telling the truth. Now I don't know. I don't think he cursed and told her, or if he did curse and say, "Hey, you know, your breath smell like shit." That's funny as hell. But anyway, he's probably
her breath
looking
smell
at
like boo boo.
looking at the state of her teeth, you know, and gums. Right, like
Yeah, her
you know, so I
oral
can see if he got
hygiene ain't there at
reprimanded.
all.
Right. So I mean, how do you feel about that? You think it's right that a man gets suspended for telling the obvious truth? I mean, you could look at the picture, you know what I'm saying? And he don't look like he a bad kid, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he do got the little mischievous look, but you know, that's all look, you know what I'm saying? But I
Hey,
mean, the little man was
like
just
the
telling the
coroner.
truth.
Hey, remember that one coroner? He was at the crime scene. He said the house smelled like boo boo, raw boo boo.
I mean, it looked like she got the sewage mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she got them ivory tusk teeth.
I mean, goodness gracious, man. I mean, so I guess she got offended and probably wrote him up. Or my thing is this: even if he said that, she probably should have just reprimanded him and maybe talk to his parent and say, "Hey, you know, he said this about me." Not, but you know, one thing about it though, them black like she would have probably told that to his mother. If she like a real FBA mother, you know, she probably would have been like, "Well, shit, your breath do smell like shit." You know what I'm saying?
Hey
Like
man,
I could
but
see somebody.
I could take bad breath, but if you got bad breath and the Rango eyes, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, she is cocked like a pistol right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, she looking at me and
Uh,
she looking over my shoulder at the same time. You know.
you know, I mean, I bet you that breath was whooping his ass like slavery whooping ass. Like
Hell yeah, that breath
that
got her
breath
not
was like
seeing
it's.
straight. You know.
You know what I'm saying? So if anything, she should be suspended, not him. You know what I'm saying? Because all he had to endure every morning, I mean, every day, that breath, you know what I'm saying, whooping you, and you just like miss such a like, man. He probably probably sometimes he wanted to ask a question and even ask because he was like, man, her breath about to kill me. I don't even want to smell it. I just get the answer wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I was him, I'd be in there just getting the answers wrong. I don't want to. I want to ask them.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't want to ask them for no.
I bet you, Cashman, she one of them teachers that come put her arm around you on the desk and be like talking hot, like, so what do we have, Jamarion?
Right.
Her teeth look like her breath smell like Hellman's.
Shoot. I mean, damn. All right, man. Leave some in the comments. What do y'all think, man? I don't think. I mean, another component. If you want to be on the racial side of the game about it, they probably picked on him because he's a little black kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I mean, even though I see a lot of little black kids in there, but I mean, maybe she worked at a school where it's predominant. We got it's a lot of us there, so they tend. Let's be serious for a second. They tend to pick on black males and suspend them, and they don't get reprimanded like other what I'm saying groups. Kids like might get a little slap on the wrist or just a redirection. You know what I'm saying? Instead, our
Yeah,
kids begin
yeah.
suspended. You know what I'm saying?
Redirection
So
game.
right, like she could have that could have been an easy redirection. I mean, the kid deserved to get suspended for that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like from the looks of her mouth, it looked like he was being honest, man. We tell kids to be honest and don't lie, and then they do. And then they get suspended. And that's if he cursed though. Now, if he cursed, I mean, I still don't think if he said, damn, your breath smell like shit, I still don't think that I still don't think that he should get suspended. I think he probably should have just got a little redirection, or you know what, you don't get recess tomorrow. You stay in. You know what I'm saying? Something small like that. I mean, I don't think he need to have you know what I'm saying? He'll need to have no suspension on his record for what I'm saying. Being
Yeah,
honest.
she looked like she can't even close her mouth over them teeth.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I don't know, but y'all leave in the comments. Let us know. We're gonna keep
Hey,
it
y'all,
moving.
hey, I want to
Um,
apologize because I got some heavy rains in the background. If you can hear them, hopefully they'll pass soon.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna keep it moving and keep it on the school tip. This was another big story on the internet that was really circulating around. It was a male, uh, one of our brother. Well, I don't know if he one of our brothers, but a male teacher. He was, had went viral for um, have. I mean, he was recording himself getting his hair unbraided by his female students, and from that, the brother got fired. And the other picture you see on the other side, this is just somebody's their response to it, like, oh, there was a female teacher who did it and she didn't get fired. So that's what's been circulating around. But first, we're gonna go with the other side first. I'll move to that. So the brother, he's a male teacher. We don't have a lot of those. We actually need more. And he had his he had his female students unbraiding his hair. So that lets me know he's kind of young. He's a young teacher. But my thing is this, and basically, in the social media streets or court of opinion, I guess you could say, um, people saying that, this is wrong. And I agree with that sentiment. Hell yeah, I think that's wrong. I think as a man, especially as a brother, as a black man, you should definitely know boundaries and know, even I mean, just certain things you just shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a professional. Also, just being a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if this was his little nieces at home. He had the cookout, his little nieces there, the family's
Yeah,
around. Like, oh yeah, undo it. You know what I'm saying? I could see something innocent like that or something like that. But this is showing you're very comfortable. To me, I feel like he's too comfortable around his female students to the point where you like, hey, y'all gonna braid my hair. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying too comfortable, like as far as he could still be a sounding board if they got things going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? Or if they're some type of threat, they could come say, Mr. Such and Such, my boyfriend, or my, you know what I'm saying? Something,
my uncle
being a
or something like
counselor,
that. Yeah,
teachers are counselors as well, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, helping you get a lot of the good teachers are. So I can see in that instance, and then but then even with that, you're supposed to relay that to the parent, or you get what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to
yeah,
funnel that information back home, and say, hey, Mr. Such and Such, I was speaking with such and such and your child, and they said this was happening in the home, and blah blah blah, 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 that kind of thing. That's how it usually goes. I'm just saying. But when especially a brother in this day and age, and with everything going on,
heck yeah. Yeah,
braiding
man.
your
Like
student,
me, your
and then
position of
and
responsibility.
then be comfortable enough to record it.
Yeah, when you're in a position of responsibility like that, that you should be looking at yourself from the outside in and be mindful of optics. And that's just not the greatest optic. That could be problematic in a still picture like that because you don't get context. So I mean, he might be, he could be doing a lot of things, but just from the outside looking in, I could see where that would be problematic for some parents or somebody out to get you. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And the thing is another like I said, the optics thing, but then with what we know in context, he's the one who asked the girls to do this. He said this is a quote from him. I'm gonna say his name. He's Jack Lee. He goes by Jack Lee on TikTok. Um, and he says, I didn't have time to do it all by myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally, I asked about 4 or 5 of over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agree. Now, listen, he says his students are his best friends. He says, I asked four or five of over 100 best friends to assist me. He said if I was a female teacher whose people wouldn't be in the comments saying, "Oh, this is weird and inappropriate." Well, I think it's actually inappropriate for a female teacher to be doing it too, as you see in the picture here. We have where the female teacher is getting her bird. Now, I don't know if she got. Let me see. I believe I don't believe that the female teacher got fired. I could be wrong. She may have gotten canned, too, for doing that.
But
But
I know in his picture it looks like he has some little sisters performing acts of service, and that's not a great look.
well, I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, even with the female, like, but I'm saying, even with the female teacher, it's not a good look because as you know, in the world we live in today, people express themselves. Put it this way: people live through their sexuality, so to speak. So even with the female teacher, you get what I'm saying? It could be you are you kind of crossing the line, the board. Even though something, you kind of when you are doing stuff like this at your workplace, you're a professional. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't having no kids play in your hair. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think.
Yeah, she got girls and boys up in her stuff.
Right. Yeah, I see she got girls and boys up in here. Exactly. You know, but I don't think that's a good look because
No.
I mean you could develop a closeness as a teacher with I believe you could develop a closeness with the student as a teacher without being touchy feely with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just keep it real, man. Or at least I will say this. Um, a lot of the reason that we have people uh, feeling the way they do nowadays is because people cross boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They had things happen where people cross boundaries in their life and things happen to them. So what I'm saying is, to me, this is like almost like grooming. Or it can be. It could be innocent, but also it could be 100 miles an hour, taking it to 100 miles an hour. It could be grooming because they look now they comfortable with you. Now I got them comfortable with me. Now they're not listening to their parents. They listen to me. Now you get what I'm saying. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm moving in. You get what I'm saying. It's just a bad look, man. Like you said, it's just a bad look. It's just you should know as a professional, and I feel even more so as a black professional for everything we go through. You know, you should know automatically. Like, no, there's certain boundaries I'm going to not cross with my students. Even though I love my students, I could be uncle to them, or I could be auntie to them, or whatever like that. But at the same token, I need to draw a line and say, hey, this ain't my real nephew or my niece. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I still got love for them like that, but like, no, you can't come sit on my lap. You know what I'm saying? And play in my hair. No, we're not gonna do
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
No. Mhm.
I was gonna say, you would think that they would be more mindful going into this. They ain't really think this one through.
Like the solution to this, if you want to teach them about, they could be like, oh, well, they was interested in learning about hair or whatever like that. Well, take them down to a beauty salon and let them learn. You know what I'm saying? Take them somewhere educational where they can learn from a professional. And now that you're in a professional setting, you get what I'm saying? Now we're
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
beauty salon. This is a professional
yeah.
setting. So now,
Or the beauty school.
right, there you go. So now this is now it's not strange that we're doing. I took my students to a beauty college or a beauty or a barber college, and now they're
Yeah,
learning. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
This isn't
yeah.
right. This isn't a personal one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that
He
and the brother, and like I said, the
"Sit
brother got
back and
fired.
braid my hair."
You know, I mean, think about it though, man. Especially with everything that's going on, and I hate to bring R. Kelly up or whatnot like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Even
know.
though,
That's
um,
what I was thinking the whole time.
you
It's
know
just
what I'm
not great.
saying. Even though, you know what I'm saying. Even though they got, I mean, it's too, it's some duality with the R. Kelly situation. I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say this. Even what we know on that, I don't. A grown man around teenage girls should know or have set up boundaries. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he seems
And
like
be
he should.
like,
Yeah.
right, man. I mean, like, man, that's a little girl, man. Don't you know what I'm saying? Like, these are little girls, man. Don't have them unbraiding your hair and stuff because you too lazy. I don't. He said, I didn't have time. It would take me forever. So you gonna suggest, hey, y'all, come unbraid my hair. You are kept come and braid my hair. You Mario in this bitch. Come and braid my hair. Nigga think he Mario. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like you know damn better. I mean, think about it. If you a grown man, you should have women you could call to come do that and sit in their lap and be like, hey, come on,
Yeah, because
bro.
he look like he ain't teaching nothing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. You should have known better. I mean, that just lets me know that you are too comfortable around children. Like you just too comfortable. And then also there was a video released, and this news article said there was a video, uh I think a prior video he had made once again where it was like a teenage girl in the video and she was like looking at her body or something, and then he's like, and then he makes a comment on it or something like that. I'm just giving you the gist of it, allegedly. So
Yeah, I ain't even
the
hip
thing
to that
is, the thing is, it's like it's painting the picture. He's always like commenting or being around teenage girl. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look bad, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just feel like dude is one of these dudes who like being around like young girls and stuff. I don't. I'm just saying I don't know him. Allegedly,
Yeah,
that's what it's saying.
best case scenario, he's just not aware of what's really going on at the best.
And if he's that naive, he don't need to be teaching. You know
No,
what I'm
that's too
saying?
much
If you that,
responsibility for him. He not using
right,
it to his best advantage.
right, right. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts is. We Can High
Yeah,
Podcast. Comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it
hit the buttons,
if you go
fam.
ahead and do that. Yeah, hit the buttons, and we're gonna keep it rolling, y'all. We're gonna keep it rolling right along. Um, Next story came. Well, actually, let's go to some uh big that happened, I guess, over the course of, I guess, this past week. Bam, microphone check came out, the Tariq Nasheed documentary. We have been telling y'all about this for months. This I guess he's been on a media run, doing a lot of interviews and things like that.
Hell of a
Uh,
press run.
right, press run, microphone check, the hidden history of hip hop, a Tariq Nasheed documentary. He basically is dispelling a lot of myths about hip hop and in educating on the origins and the what actually really happened. A lot of people think hip hop started in the 80s when it actually started way before that, in the early 70s. And he's basically giving receipts, dropping them receipts like he always does
Yes, he
on
does.
what about history. So there's because people, there's been, of course, a lot of a big media, or I should say dominant society media agenda to push the narrative that hip-hop was a Jamaican, a Latin, uh, and Black American creation, and that's not true. That's exactly not true. I mean, it just wasn't. It wasn't true because there are no Latin pioneers of hip hop. Now, have Latinos been in, uh, as you say, as he was, as she would say, students of hip hop? Yes, because they carried the torch after we started everything. Like in the '80s, they started Crazy Legs and all of that. And
Yeah,
they had a couple, and they had a couple hip hop artists. So I wouldn't say they really carried. I'm gonna take that back. I say as far as the breakdancing and stuff, they kind of carried, but it's like as far as the MCing, because really they only had a couple MCs that's been. We might get some flack for this. That's been dope to me, and to me, that's Big Pun, and Big Pun, and I won't say Fat Joe because I never really.
yeah. I
Honestly,
mean, he
I hate.
kind of an op right now, but even
Yeah,
Nori, he come from Latin
yeah, I would put him over
lineage.
Fat Joe. I don't. I never really thought Fat Joe was all that dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping 1,000. He was just an extra. It was like if it was a cut with like a bunch of MCs on it, and it would say Fat Joe, you'd be like, oh, okay, Fat Joe on there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think
Yeah,
twice about it. But like if the other two features were like Method Man, Redman, DMX, and Fat Joe, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to it for these other. Really, I'm listening to it for the other dudes that
yeah.
when they get to Fat Joe part, I probably turn the shit off or what I'm saying, fast
I mean,
forward
I
or
mean, I
you know
mean,
what I'm
he
saying,
got
like
lean back, and Remy made that song,
right
and then
there
he
you
got
go,
just make it rain. That Little Wayne carried that song, you know.
right, and then he had the New York with Ja Rule. Ja Rule carried that song. You know what I'm saying? That New
Oh,
York,
it
New
could be
York.
about us. It could be
I got
about
100 other
us.
girls running over
Yeah,
New
that
York.
Louis Armstrong game.
Ja Rule the rapping Louis Armstrong.
Got to do with it, babe.
Yeah, you know what, that is true. Ja Rule is the rapping Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, man. Hip Hop Louis, go boy.
Hip Hop Louis. Shout out to Ja Rule, man. Shout out to brother Rule out there, man. But yeah, um, like I said, it was even one point we had covered it on the show that remember they were saying Africans was the origin of hip hop. The dude said he was like the first African MC. Like, come on, dude. Let's be real. Come on. So but it just we haven't I haven't had the pleasure of seeing the movie yet, but of course I've heard Brother Tariq speak and everything. I know you have too. So
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be catching it when it comes to FBA Stream. I'm gonna catch it on FBA Stream, which he said it'll be in the next week or two. So it won't be that long before we'll do a real in depth review on the movie. But
Yeah, I'm gonna get
one
the
of the
hard
things
copy, I think.
Okay, yeah, you ordered a Blu-ray. Okay, yeah. But see, one of the things he said that just a simple summary of it is okay. If these other groups help create it, then why don't you see a Puerto Rican Nas? Why you don't see no Jamaican Nas? Why you don't see the Puerto Rican Jay Z? You know what I'm saying? You don't see these things because it's a pretty. I mean, it's a foundation of Black American cultural
Yeah, it comes from
piece of
experience.
music. Yeah. I mean, it's just that I'm saying. I mean, other groups have made contributions over the years, but if we're talking about which the documentary is talking about the origins of the MCing, the b-boying, the graffiti with cornbread and everything. So um, all the elements of hip hop, all the pretty much pioneers are foundation of Black Americans, or they are. I'm not gonna say pretty much they are. So and then, like you said, that's no disrespect to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Because people made contributions down the line, but you can't say that. Can't Fat Joe. You can't say it was 50-50. You can't
Yeah.
say it was it was the 50-50. It wasn't no 50-50, man. Um, Sorry, apologize, man. It wasn't no fit. Like he said, you can't. You couldn't just happen to be on the corner eating the taco and be like, "I was there. I was there. I'm a part of it. I'm a part. I was eating the taco the night they first started rapping."
So then they started toasting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they try to say toasting and all that. It comes from Jamaican toasting. No,
Toast,
and
toast.
nothing wrong with hey, but no, nothing wrong with Jamaican toasting. Shout out to Jamaica, but that's not how we
Yeah,
was
that's
man.
not an original factor in hip hop.
That's not original recipe, man. You know what I'm saying? We original recipe over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been rapping since rapping was rapping. We've been rapping since rapping wasn't even rapping.
Yeah,
Really, you know what I'm saying? If you even go back, you go back past Pig Meat Markham, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And the
yeah. I mean, you go
Jubilaires,
clear back to the '30s to hear Louis Armstrong would sound like rapping over songs. Real talk.
right? The Jubilaires, that song Noah, with the Jubilaires, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's older than the Pig Meat Markham joint. And I mean, even if you keep going back, just our normal little nursery rhyme type, just like our culture, foundation of Black American culture, you can see rhyme patterns and things we say. Even like stuff your grandmother told you or would say like uh, a hard head make a soft behind. You can make
yeah.
that into that's a lyric, really. A hard head make a
That's
soft behind.
that's a
And it,
hard bar right there. That's a
you know what I'm
whole
saying?
hook.
So right. So it's like we've been rapping since rapping been ain't even been rapping, man. So it's like and I mean, you could just see it. I mean, it's not nobody's making up. You could just see the receipts. They're there. I mean, like I say, no disrespect to nobody else and other people's or groups' contribution to hip hop because that's good. But
I
you
can't
do
wait to
have
watch
to.
with my brother because
Yeah,
my brother 9 years older than me, so he was outside, kind of like in the early days, like especially like at the turn of the '80s. My brother was outside. He was in one of Fort Wayne's first rap groups. They had a rap group, break dancing. They had the whole troop. But
man.
yeah,
Do you
man,
know? I remember breaking on the block. Like I'm talking. I remember Blake. I seriously. I know y'all probably like, damn, he that old? Like, yeah, I'm that old. I remember breaking on the block, but I was seeing it. I was like still young at that time, but I was still seeing it in action, kind of, because my aunt was in high school at that time, and the Fresh Fest and all of that things. What I'm saying, was going on, and she was playing records, so I was raised up on it in early days and everything. But what I remember is going outside, and we had this funny thing is we was break dancing like I'm just talking about the kids that lived up and grew up on this particular block. We was break dancing and we would bring the cardboard into somebody's driveway. We get on the cardboard and do all that. But we had some Puerto Ricans that lived on our street, one family that lived at the end, and they would come down and break dance with us. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that now catches my attention is we was doing it first. We was like already out there when they moved in. Then they came down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
oh,
was
this
already established out there
like
to
his
get.
you know how it is. So everybody's gonna do whatever the neighborhood kids is doing. You know what I'm saying? So they came because I remember times them coming down like on our block. I'm talking about this is the good days, y'all. This is like the '80s. I remember like if I remember somebody's mother. It could be random. Somebody's mother would make like chicken, and it like a whole pan of chicken, and the neighborhood kids would come down there, and we would get the kitchen. And I remember the Puerto Rican kids would be down there getting that chicken too, man.
Yeah.
And I remember they were like, "This chicken good." I remember looking at eating the chicken, all the neighborhood because they like I said, they was the only Latin family on this block, in Indiana. So they come down there. We would look at, we didn't treat them no different. Then they would just be sitting there eating chicken. They was like, "Yeah, this chicken good." We just look at everybody, you know what I'm
He said,
saying? But so the point I'm making is that even though we have good relationships with other groups and everything, that doesn't mean we got to put up a lie of what's right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think. That's what this documentary embodies. Tariq ain't. I don't think he's trying to diss nobody or disparage nobody. I think he's just pointing out the origins, which is it is a foundational Black American music genre, and that's just what it is, man. And we're gonna land it right there.
I know why they starting with the critical rap theory.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I mean, you just got to give it up to the ones who created it, man. And that shouldn't be disrespectful to anybody. So, it's a foundational Black American art form. Um, And shoot, dude, I've done all the four elements of hip hop. I didn't break dance. I didn't did graffiti. I didn't done rapping. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't
Yep.
done. That was like what we. You grew up and did the same thing. We grew up on that kind
Yeah,
of stuff,
yeah,
man. So it's
especially
like,
with my older brother in it. I was busting the spider, the Smurf, all that shit before I
hell
was
yeah,
even in school.
right, right, yeah, man. So yeah, y'all definitely go ahead and shout out to everybody that went to go see the movie across the country in
And
all the
everybody
select
that
cities.
contributed, everybody
Yeah, everybody.
who made
Yep.
it possible.
So shout out to us. We contributed. So
Yep.
uh, I think,
I
and
see.
shout out to you.
Right. Yep.
And if you didn't, and if you were not able to make a contribution, you can still go. Please still go contribute to the Hidden History Museum out there, in LA. It's funded by us, so because Brother Dree said, we don't. He ain't getting no funding because all the other groups that's what we supposed to get, all the other groups get. So we got to keep it, in the family and help out and contribute to the museum where we
Yeah.
can,
Shout out to Brother
wherever we
Tariq,
can.
man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Brother Tariq, man. Moving right along, y'all. We will keep it moving, man. Check this out. Something else I want to talk about. We're gonna move it on the sports side of the game. This came out today. Major League Baseball is going to include Josh Gibson's numbers, so that's going to shake up the record books. So
Yeah.
a lot of people are not really happy about that. Some people are happy. I'm happy about it. Um,
Yes.
and so Josh Gibson, if you don't know who he is, he's a Negro League, what they call a Negro League legend. He will now hold multiple major league records after a game-changing decision. Major League Baseball's record books they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna drastically change the historical records on Wednesday, 3 years after it announced it would elevate the erstwhile leagues to a major league status. The addition of the 2,300 players who played in seven different leagues from 1920 to 48 into MLB's database and record books means that Hall of Fame catcher Josh Gibson will become MLB's single season record holder in a number of different categories.
That's good.
He'll surpass Ty Cobb, who was racist, by the way,
Oh,
as the
that was
all-time
nice.
career leader in batting average with a 3.372 and move ahead of Babe Ruth for slugging percentage with a .718
Ooh.
and the OPS 1.177. The legendary catcher will hold single season records in batting average .466, slugging
Ooh.
percentage .974, and OPS at 1.474. The latter of which replaces him ahead of Barry Bonds season 2004.
Mm.
Um, so with this move, a lot of the dominant society people are not feeling this, especially with Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth getting knocked back. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, yeah. I can see this causing a disturbance in the force for real because, like when it comes to the major sports, there's a proverbial stronghold on the record books to
Yeah,
skew a certain direction. But now that they've added them, they saw the error in keeping everything separate. It makes sense. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for the families of Josh Gibson and Satchel Paige and all of them.
right, right. Yep. Yeah, man. Long time coming. It's good to see that they merged the Negro leagues into the Major League Baseball and acknowledge, because for the last couple of years they've been trying to low key celebrate them. Wearing the jerseys
Yeah.
and doing these symbolic gestures and things like that. Um, and hopefully, this will put things in perspective. You know what I'm saying? As how great these athletes were, and if we were, what I'm saying, put it this way, you and I both know Major League Baseball wouldn't be what it is if we would never, have never set foot in that league, or let's say any league for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So, um, we the reason why they coming. So let's just keep it 1,000. We the reason why they coming. Okay. All right, I had to say that, and so we're gonna keep,
And
so
that's a
like I
time
said,
stamp.
so yeah,
I'm just like my great grandma on the cigarette.
yeah, yeah.
You
But
got
yeah,
me.
but glad to see that. Glad to see that. Y'all leave the comments below. Let us know. Another quick uh, sports kind of story is your boy Papa John is back. The dude, original owner Papa John, is back hating like he, because he got caught up for being a racist and whatnot.
Yep.
You know, all around the office saying the N word and stuff. And now he's coming to attack Shaq. He was on Jason Whitlock's show of all people. Jason. Everybody
Oh,
knows Jason Whitlock. He's one of the King Coons in the FBA. In our little ranks, because like I say, we know who our coons are pretty much. So
the
Jason,
Brutally
yeah,
Brigade.
yeah, Jason Whitlock. He don't really rock with. You know, I don't know. Yeah, y'all already know what's up with him. You should know what's up with him. If you don't, go watch his show. Go watch any one of his shows, and then let me know what you're gonna be like. Okay, I see what's up with this brother. But allegedly, because he would, he had tried. But it has been nearly 6 years since former Papa John CEO John Schnatter stepped down from his leadership role at the pizza franchise due to the fallout over the use of the N word during a company conference call. And he is still whining about it. And not only is Schnatter still complaining about being driven out of his position, but he's reaching the very peak of Mount Caucasity by claiming it was racist that he was replaced as the face of the company by NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. So he's saying
Oh,
it's racist that he got replaced. Now, he continued to play the victim and shed the saltiest of white tears over what they did to the white guy that caused him to have to resign. Uh, here's a quote: "Of all the things that was the most racist," Schneider said, "they're going to use a black guy to cover up what they did to a white guy. That's racist. Now
he
that's
said what they
racist.
did.
They did it right in front of America, and it was a shield to cover up the infidelities of what they did to me." So yeah, he wants to play a victim. And now he didn't one time say anything about what he did or apologize or take ownership for what he said and
No
did.
accountability.
No accountability at all, and that's typical. That's typical. That's not like new behavior. That's typical. Um, Especially from a SWS. That's definitely uh, you know,
I
and
mean,
it's some
you can almost take the first S off and stuff.
yeah, pretty much. That's where I was gonna go, and that's where I was going. Yeah, yeah. You can yeah, you can go ahead and remove that first S. So he's mad. So basically he's mad he got caught doing, acting like how he really is. You know what I'm saying? So he got caught acting how he really is, and he's mad about it. So now, oh, that's messed up. Y'all gonna replace me with a big black billionaire, this big black man, this you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So I mean, it just never ceases to amaze me. And remember all the time we would see this commercial, especially us, every time I see the commercial, what I'm saying? I thought Papa John was the coolest motherfucker. I'm like, damn, Papa cool, man. He cool. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you never know how somebody really thinks, especially from the dominant society. You know what I'm saying? Almost guilty till proven innocent. You have to be on that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, all them years he was being all cool and nice on the commercials. Remember, he was on, hey, come to
Yeah,
Papa John's.
he was
Hey
skinny
man,
grinning,
he's had the
wasn't
black people. Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Skinning and grinning and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So he I mean, so and then he showed his true colors on that conference call, you know what I'm saying? Think about this. This is a professional business. Once again, he out there just cussing, saying the N-word because he like, man, who gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying?
on the
What-
Donald Sterling side of the game.
that's where I was going next. Yep, Donald Sterling side of the game. You know what I'm saying? And they got the movie coming out about him. I don't know
Oh,
if
I
y'all gonna
can't
see
wait! I can't wait to watch that.
Clipped. Yeah, Clipped. I'm gonna check that out, man. About Donald Sterling.
Yeah, that's a nice little
Mike Epps got a
docket right
funny analogy. Mike Epps has, if you go on YouTube, y'all, check out Mike Epps as Donald Sterling. And it's hilarious,
there.
man. it's, it's
I
funny
forgot
as hell.
about that.
But he say, I clothe black people. I fed black people. Shout out to Mike Epps, man. Indiana's home. Indiana Mike.
Shout
Mike
out to
Epps.
Mike Epps,
Our
please.
brother, our brother.
The
You
homie.
know. Yes, sir. But yeah, leave the comments below. What do y'all think about this dude, this WS dude coming back out the ashes? And then on top of it, he gonna go on Jason Whitlock's show. So he gonna go on be like, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
on the black
that
guy's
ain't
show.
that ain't the right platform to get your message across. Trying to get the path to redemption.
Right, like we know Jason Whitlock is a King Coon and one of the Coon brothers. So it's like, yeah, that just shows your colors. You like you said, take the S off the WS. He's just a WS. So and shout out to Shaq, man, getting that money, man.
Yeah,
Keep it
salute
going.
to Shaq, please.
Yep, salute to Shaq. All right, man, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Another
He
funny
hold that
situation here,
basketball
man.
like it's a plushie.
Hey, hear that? He hold that basketball like it's a Nerf ball. Like, you remember that Nerf basketball?
No, and that's a regulation ball.
That's regulation. Remember how he used to shoot free throws and be looking little as hell? Like, damn, the ball looks like a...
Yeah, that looked like one of the little showbiz Chuck E. Cheese balls.
Hell yeah. One of them balls you win with a whole bunch of tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
Mini balls. This nigga holding an NBA regulation size ball. He making that mug look like a... You get him a Whopper, put a Whopper.
Yeah, exactly. One of them burger
slider.
shots for Grand Theft. Yeah,
Whopper look like a slider in his hand.
A White Castle burger.
Give me two of them. Give me two. Moving right along, man.
Yeah,
We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it sports. We'll jump back into sports, man. We on a little sports run right now, and then we'll break off in a second. Man, I still got to talk about this. NBA is going on right now, and there is basically, I like to say, now you guys could disagree with me. I feel like anytime, this is what I'm gonna say. This is great white hype season. And what that means is I've been noticing there are a lot of white or dominant society athletes. And shout out to the dominant society athletes, no disrespect. But it's like when one of them, it's just like, it's what I call the if they do something we do at a regular level, it's like, oh my God. I call it the Eminem thing. Oh my God, he can rap. Okay, well he can rap. I give it to him. He can rap, but let's calm your nerves. Oh my God, yo, he's the greatest. See, that's what I'm saying. Instead of saying that they are a good rapper or they're a good athlete, they'll say he's the greatest ever. He's the greatest ever. Like, okay, now you got to pump your brakes now. Now what I'm saying is it's I don't know if you guys have noticed, but anytime it seems like there's an athlete from the dominant society who's a good athlete. I'm not knocking if you're a good athlete, you're a good athlete. I can't hate on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not hate, it's just observation. If you're a good athlete, you're a good athlete. But it's like when you come from the dominant society and you're a good athlete, it's like, oh man, you compared to you the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, he was the best. And and shout out to Bill Walton, who passed away, R.I.P. Bill Walton. They even doing that. They to a certain degree, no disrespect, Bill, but they even doing that with him passing. You know what I'm saying? They trying to like say he's one of the greatest centers. Bill Walton was a better broadcaster than he was a basketball player, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember him more or having more impact on the broadcasting side of the game than I do remember him on, the best. I know he won a championship with Portland. Their first championship.
In the Portland days, it was really before our time. I guess he made some noise out there, but by the time he came back and won that second one with Boston, he's just a big dude that had bad feet,
Right. He was old. You know what I'm saying? He was like on his way out. He was like he was like that veteran minimum salary that them days right there. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I remember him more so for the colorful commentary and whatnot. And you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
He was
He
like,
definitely had a different personality in the booth.
yeah, and he was one of those commentators I love to hate. Like I didn't like him at all because he, the players I like, he seemed to always hate on. But shout out to him though. But I like that. That was fun to listen to him and whoever he was co-hosting with go back and forth. So, that was cool and that. But still, back to my point here with the dominant society athletes like Jokic. Now, this is something I seen on there. It says, "Are we going to ignore the fact that he's not the go-to guy when he won the MVP? Are we going to ignore that he's not the go-to guy when it counts? When it counts," he says, because Murray becomes the number one option when the game is on the line. So you're giving the MVP to a guy who, when it counts, has to give it up to another guy. And that was a quote by Gilbert Arenas. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. And
Yes,
I think that's true. I think that's true. Why does it seem like they always try to inflate? And I'm not saying this. Jokic is not a good athlete. I think he's a damn good player. I say that he got a but you know what else? I also add context to that. I say he's a good player, not a great player. The reason I say that is because I know the context as far as him as he goes. The game and the rules are set up for him to do what he's doing because the game has become Europeanized. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the game we grew up with where you could fight. You now it's like if you breathe on somebody, it's a foul. When we came up, you could hand check. You could actually play defense. You just wasn't just going through the lane. You want so as the years went on, like remember the NBA, we used to dominate the Europeans because we were more physical league. But as the years went on, they dumbed down the rules so that those European players could come over here and play. Like the European players that played when me and you were growing up, they really had to be good players because they was old. They was taking. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You weren't
Pacing
just coming
story I
in.
can get to them. Yeah,
Drazen Petrovic, like
yeah.
dudes, like you know what I'm saying. Them dudes really good because you know what I'm saying. They was getting. You know what I'm saying. This is when you could
Yeah,
actually
with
play
the
defense.
Drazen game. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like now they basically make and there's a reason why they did that. There's a reason why they dumbed down the rules to make it so the European players could come play is so that also money, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to make the game global. If the game
Yeah.
is global, you get what I'm saying? Like then you start seeing the Ginobili's and stuff. Because I remember when Ginobili was doing all that Euro steps, that was traveling. We used to be like, man, that dude traveling. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no Euro step. You get what I'm saying? You couldn't just to the
Yeah, it's like you got an
and
extra
then
step with the ball.
right, and then even with the step back threes now, you taking two steps back and then shooting the ball. See, like that was traveling. Like if you'd have did that back in the day, it'd be like travel. I'm talking about if you were just in any pickup game court in the USA, they'd be like, that's travel, dude. You know what I'm saying? Or that's carry. You'd be like, oh, dude, you carrying. You know what I'm saying? Or like with the stuff they doing with the balls, like the Euro step, they'd be like, oh, that's carrying.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that anytime there's a good Euro player, just like Caitlin Clark, like think about this. Caitlin Clark, no disrespect to Caitlin Clark. I mean, she can hit some Steph Curry like shots. We know that. But Caitlin Clark ain't won a damn thing. Caitlin Clark ain't ever scored. They say she the greatest college player ever, but they forget about Cheryl Miller who scored 108 points in a game, in a college game.
In the half because they suspended the game at halftime.
Right. Remember Reggie said it. If you watch the 30 for 30, Reggie said he got in the back of the car gloating about he had 40 points that night. And he said his dad and sister was in the front seat and they just looked at each other and laughed. And he was like, what you do? Like, she like, oh, just put up 108. Yeah,
Say
I'm
little
just
light
saying
work.
there's just so many players I can think of that were better than Caitlin Clark in college. I can go Cheryl Miller. I can go Don Staley. I can go Cynthia Cooper. You know what I'm saying? And I could go,
Cheryl
Lisa Leslie,
Swoops, Tamika Cash,
Cheryl Swoops. You
Tamika
know what I'm saying?
Catchings.
Tamika. Oh yeah, definitely my girl Tamika Catchings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, but I'm not taking away nothing from Caitlyn because she's a good player. She's obviously a good player. But I'm saying that they always inflate their. They seem like they always inflate their players. Like instead of saying, think about this: all the reverence that Caitlyn Clark is getting. If Angel Reese was let's say she was from the Diamond Society, or you know what I'm saying, if Angel Reese was from the Diamond Society, they would be oohing all and over her like that. Like they make it seem like she's really not that good when the girl putting up double doubles like it's nothing. Like she just that's what she does. But then too, they both play two different positions. You know what I'm saying? She's more of a power player, and Clark is a guard. So
Man, I tried to boil it
um,
down in my head. What's so special about her? And the only thing I can come up with that she is American made because since Larry Bird,
mhm.
all the great white players are imports.
There you go. True. Yep, that's it. That right there, and also, I mean, that boils it down. She's if we want to take it Midwest, white Protestant what is it, white Catholic,
Oh, you're the
you know what I'm
Anglo.
saying, the
Oh, you talking about the Anglo-Saxon?
yeah, you know what I'm saying, the,
Oh
the Midwest cookie cutter white person, you know what I'm saying, that we know, so that's what she is. She's not, she's straight, um and which is good. I'm not knocking it. I want her to be that, but I'm just saying that I think she's a good player, but I think that's the dominant society's media machine, and you know what that's fueled by, of course, WS, and so anytime they get a player, they go try to inflate the play because that's what I'm saying. Like they treat her like she won a college championship, and Angel Reese actually the one who got a ring. And Caitlin Clark ain't got no damn ring. Only thing she did is hit some Steph Curry threes. You know what I'm saying? She can't even dunk. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and some people will say, well, there's guys that can't hit Steph Curry threes. I mean, but damn, I mean, if you practice the shot enough, you're gonna hit the shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And going in and putting time in the gym to hit that shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you and I both know you would have son in basketball. If you put the time in to practice anything or a certain shot, you can once if you practice it enough, you can be like, yeah, I can put that in my arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
But to be
I practiced
completely
this shot,
honest, to be
you know.
completely honest though, like I mean, she's good. Don't get me wrong, but she wouldn't be as great. She wouldn't be looked at as greatly if she didn't have the Angel Reese with her. Kind of like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Just the dichotomy. I mean that's what really fuels a lot of this
Right,
action.
right. You're right. You're right about that. Sway. You made a good point. Yeah, we wouldn't even know who Caitlin Clark was if it wasn't for Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a very good point. But like I said, I think that and they doing it to me. They doing it with Luca now. All of a sudden now, like it's like they try to do the same thing with Luca. Oh, he's the greatest.
Yeah,
They've been saying that
yeah.
for the last couple of years now.
Yeah, they
But think
really
about it,
call it Luca Legend. You know, you got Luca, you got
right?
Joker.
But think about it. Luca couldn't do shit till Kyrie came on the team. Think about it. He needed that FBA help. Let's be real. He wasn't getting out the first round. He ain't been getting out the first round until Kyrie came. So
Man,
like
no,
he can't,
that was until Jason Kidd got behind the helm. Don't get it twisted now. Jason
yeah,
Kidd
yeah,
came.
because Jason Kidd got behind one, but so I'm saying that's all that what I'm saying. They trying to make it seem like, oh, he's just so great. Okay, he got Jason Kidd and he got Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
It's making him like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He didn't when he
Kyrie
had a
probably
chance to
the,
do it.
the most skilled player ever in history to me.
Right, right. So, but when Luca had a chance to do it by himself, so to speak, he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
wasn't
I
doing
mean,
it.
I'm about to
He,
say Dirk couldn't even do it without Jason Kidd.
no, hell no, he couldn't. That's what I'm saying. So, I'm just saying that I'm just saying I hate when they try to overhype. Like soon as one of the dominant society players do, oh my God, he's the greatest. He's better than Larry Bird. He's better than Michael Jordan. He's on a historic run. It's like, come on, stop it, stop it. Just say he had a good game. You know what I'm saying? The man had a good game. You know? Don't stop trying to update the resume. You know what I'm saying? He ain't won nothing. Ain't won a ring. Ain't won nothing. They already updating the resume, and you know what I'm saying. So that's WS at work. You know what I'm saying? It's just automatic. You just automatically get the goodies when you do anything. Like, oh my God, Travis Kelce, he knows how to do the Dougie. Get him a deal. He needs a dance deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like they do one thing and it's just like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
You said,
oh my God, he could do the Dougie. Oh my God, Travis Kelce, let him win a BET award. You know what I'm saying? Travis Kelce did the Dougie.
Don't even talk about the fade. Don't even talk about the tight boy.
right. He invented the fade. he invented the man. Look, the man get one fade haircut. Now he invented the motherfucker. God damn. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Let us know in the comments what you think. No disrespect to nobody. No disrespect to my people. Hey. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You threw Eminem under the bus. Go, boy.
He can rap. Oh my God, he's the greatest of all time. He's better than Rakim. He's better than Rakim. He's better than Nas. He's better than like, come on. I mean, I'm just saying, the man. I'm giving it up to you. I don't like him, but I'll give it up to him. He can rap. He can rap. But my thing is, he ain't the greatest to ever do it. He not the GOAT, but he can. Can he rap? Yeah. But is he the GOAT? No. But you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't dare say the man can't rap. I'm not gonna say he can't rap. He can rap. But I'm not. But my analogy I've been telling you for years is Royce the 5'9" is the black Eminem, and he don't get the notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably that's Eminem. I know Royce was Eminem boy and all that kind of stuff, and they used to be enemies or whatever, but then they became boys and stuff like that. But I'm saying that Royce the 5'9" got the same type of skill, and he don't have the notoriety. Of course, Eminem is famous because he looks like the dominant society. Like we got one. That's them saying, "Hey, we got one of our own."
I compare Eminem more to Jay Dilla, though, man. Like with the rhyme style, but that's another discussion for another day.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, but I'm saying, to me, it's just the same thing, just like with Elvis Presley. You know what I'm saying? They try to give, he's the king, he's the greatest, but lo and behold, he got around some black folks.
I see what you're saying. You trying to say that's day one. That's day one.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not the
anything. I mean, all these do. Right. What's the little? Hey, matter of fact? Somebody made a good point the other day. What's that dude who won the record of the year over Kendrick Lamar? And you ain't heard of this dude? Said that white dude. I'm sorry, the white boy.
You talking about
Macklemore? Macklemore. Yeah. Ain't no damn way he should have won over Kendrick Lamar, dog. Let's now looking back at it. You ain't heard him make another record. You ain't Macklemore. Are you? But that just goes into what I'm saying is that's one of theirs. They made him hot because that's one of ours, so we can make him hot because we got the most votes. We the dominant society. We got the most. You know what I'm saying? So we can make him even though he whack, we could put him on. Look at Post Malone. That's another one. You know what I'm saying? Now neither one of Kid Rock, he the original. Now he a racist. Post Malone going that way, going on the SWS side of the game too. They all do that. They get in with us, and then they get down with us, and then they break away from us, and then they get on some SWS stuff. Which to me they were pretty much on it the whole damn time. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no way you just be around.
Jack Harlow next.
Man, he already got his shit. He probably got a bunker in Montana somewhere, dude.
He already went the ground.
Nigga had a military compound and shit. throwing up the WP and throwing up the WP
he
at the
said one of those leave the world behind sellers.
he got a Kyle Rittenhouse on speed dial in that motherfucker.
Oh,
Kyle, you coming by the bunker? You know, you know what I'm saying? He got him on speed dial. What Jay-Z say? I got Obama on speed dial. He said, your boy Jack Harlow be like, I got Rittenhouse on speed dial.
oh.
I got Zimmerman on speed dial. My nigga. But you know what I'm saying? They clicked up, man. You know how, I mean, I'm just saying, it's just, I mean, and this is nothing what I'm making up, y'all. I mean, honestly, you could just go to Google and look at the machine. Look at Kid Rock. Look how he started. And this is a man who had a child with a black woman. Like I always tell y'all, don't think just because somebody is with somebody that's black and they from the Diamond Society that they can't be racist because look, they're laying down with somebody. That don't mean shit. Thomas Jefferson laid down with Sally Hemings and he didn't free not now one of his kids with her. So that just goes to show you that means nothing. You a certain purpose, you got me off. That's back to normal. You know what I'm saying? So we always can't just be like, you can't take things for face value. And it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. It goes both ways. Because sometimes, like I say, there are good. Because people misconstrue things. I will say this on behalf of the show. I don't have nothing wrong with any interracial relationships, and I don't have nothing against people in the dominant society. What I have a problem with is SWSs and WSs. And that's just basically it. Because like I said, it can go both ways. You can find relationships where like, okay, this person cool. They cool. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, it goes the other way from what we've been seeing. A lot of these, sisters that have been dating cats from the Diamond Society, they end up on the Jeffrey Dahmer side of the game, chopped up and remixed, and you know what I'm saying? And
it's chopped.
I'm for real. Yeah, man. They don't make it good. So sisters, make sure before you explore that you do some good vetting on some very good vetting. You should be in the vetting stage for, like, I would say first 2 years of the relationship. If you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody, like, seriously, you should be like looking at different things. Ask them about stuff. How you feel about reparations? How you feel about the anti black hate crime bill? And then they like, I don't think you guys don't need that. And that'll let you know right there. You're like, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm in danger. You should know right there on the date, I'm in danger. How do you feel about reparations, Ted?
You're in danger, bro. What will we say?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. Then moving right along, that goes right into our next subject. We giving y'all a good, we ain't did a show in a while, so I'm gonna give y'all some little extra.
No.
That Jaleel, that purple Urkel, that Jaleel. Actor Jaleel White marries tech exec Nicoletta Rule in LA Country Club wedding. Our boy Urkel, that purple Urkel boy, he has married, he didn't found him a boo outside of the tribe. But that's cool though. I mean, if it's on, if it's on good principle, it's all good to me. But if it's a money grab, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. I mean, it's done to our black athletes all the time. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you see DeLeroy. You see DeLeroy with Becky, and you be like, damn, DeLeroy ugly in the motherfucker. I ain't never seen him with no female, let alone a Becky. You know what I'm saying? DeLeroy all of a sudden. I love DeLeroy. I love DeLeroy.
That's a new one.
You know what I'm saying? Becky, hey, she all that. Look, when they show with his mama and stuff, everybody waiting for him to call his name. I love DeLeroy. She right there. Come on, DeLeroy. And he's picked by the Chicago Bulls.
You thought the draft day special?
Yeah, draft day. But I mean, hey, look, man. And also, Urkel said something. I'm sorry, Jaleel said something. I'm gonna call you Urkel, man. That's what we know you as. Urkel Jaleel said something at to the effect of I'm paraphrasing y'all. He gave the sisters a shot, and the
Oh
sisters then wasn't feeling
no.
him. I know that's bad because they always go. A lot of the brothers go with that story when they go. He said I gave the sisters a shot, but they just didn't wasn't feeling me like that. And to a certain degree, maybe that's true because maybe it's a lot of sisters that really pretty much don't want to be with Urkel, but I think he could have found a sister for him. I think Urkel could have found a nice sister to settle down with who was professional and who could have been a tech exec too. But I mean, if he doing it for the generational wealth side of the game, I mean, hey, I
No, he's
I
trying to
don't know
get
if
his
I'm I don't know.
money. That's what he's trying to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You
I'm
say he
sorry.
trying to get
I'm sorry. I said that out loud, didn't I?
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
my
So
bad, Jaleel.
uh
Salute, nigga.
yeah, Jaleel is he's 47. He's around our age, you know. But yeah, he said it's important for all the people to carry the impact of they present. He said a bunch of nice stuff. She said some nice stuff. But yeah, he did go out. He did go out on a limb and say to the sisters. He addressed the sisters. I don't know if it was on his Instagram page, what have you, but he did address the sisters and say like, um, hey, I gave y'all a shot, y'all didn't want me type stuff. I don't believe that. I think I just think he pretty much just wanted to be with old girl. I don't think that had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, hey, I guess she probably maybe as a kid she grew up watching Urkel and like I love
I don't know,
Urkel.
man. I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
he could have possibly been speaking his truth because, like, your role on TV kind of defines you when you take certain roles. And then,
Yeah.
if he did anything that was 50-50 call or said anything that was 50-50 call, he probably got the old fashioned I'm good. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, or they were like, I don't want to be with Urkel, old goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? I said some sisters gonna be like, I don't want to be with Urkel, but I still think it probably some sisters out there that looked at him as an adult now. I don't think they were like, I don't want to be with this goofy ass nigga. You know, because that ain't who he is. That's just a character he played. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said,
So,
"Where's Stefan
um,
at?"
yeah, where's Stefan Urkel at? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where's Stefan at? Where's your brother? You know, but
He
hey
probably
man,
bust out a
shout out to
cheese
him,
and they
man.
probably went for the hills, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Urkel, man.
Hey
I
man,
don't know.
but
I think
shout
he
out to
do.
Urkel, but he's still standing taller cotton than Eddie Winslow. That's just my opinion.
Oh yeah, the Eddie. Eddie. I don't know if y'all know. I don't had a picture. Oh, I don't have the picture. Damn it. God
Oh
damn
man,
it. I
we'll
supposed to
save
put
it for
something in.
next time.
Save it for next time. Yeah, man. We'll talk about this. We'll save it for next time. We'll go in on next time. Um, but moving right along, we're gonna go to our last topic. One of our last topics here on the serious side of the game. We want to, would it be a Memorial Day pass? Let's give a special shout out to our brother here who lost his life, at the hands of the police. Once again, you know what I'm saying? The hands of police. Uh, go into his apartment. They say, oh, it wasn't a wrong apartment or whatever. But we want to give a shout out to Senior Airman Roger Forts and his family. Our condolences and a big salute,
Lost
big
his ass.
100 round salute to brother Senior Airman. You know, and basically Roger Fortson. Basically, there was a Karen involved. There was this Karen at his apartment complex. I've seen the video. If you haven't seen the video, you can look it up on YouTube. There was a Karen who was saying that she heard noise or there's been stuff going on or whatever, and she called the deputies out and led them to this young brother's apartment, who actually wasn't the commotion. He wasn't actually causing a disturbance or anything. I guess one of the other residents was actually causing the disturbance. But she led him to his apartment. You know, allegedly. You can watch the video, but let's say allegedly. And one of the things, one I've seen a couple people break down the video, and then as far as law enforcement go, um, the deputy who came there, he was announcing himself, knocking on the door. But the thing is, he never stood in front of the door where he could be seen. So, somebody knocking on your door saying, "Police, police," you looking outside, you don't see nobody. In this day and age, we got a lot of people who pretend to be the police. We've seen a million cases of that. People getting pulled over, all kind of stuff. But anybody
Yeah.
could think about that. Anybody could run up to your door, knock on your door, and say police. And you don't, if you can't see them, you don't see a badge. Like you don't see a badge. You don't see them at the front door showing a badge at the door or nothing like that. Even the badge could be fake, even that. But I'm saying like this dude, he didn't even show the badge. He was just saying police. And every time he knocked from the side of the door. So when the brother finally opened the door, he had his firearm with him, but his firearm was pointed down. He opened the door just to see who it was. And there's no law against him, you answering, your door with your firearm. You at home. You know what I'm saying? You have a right to
Hmm.
do that. That's what the Diamond Society says and the law say, right? And the NRA and all these people, you have a right to bear arms and protect your home and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Constitution. So that when we do it, it's not honored. The funny part is when we do it, it's not honored. He was a registered licensed gun owner. Of course, he was a senior airman. Um, so he had the gun pointed down. He opened the door. As soon as he opened the door, the deputy didn't say didn't say anything. Just start shooting. Just start busting on him. Then after
Didn't
he
say
shot him, he
gun.
said, right after he shot him, he said, "Put the gun down." By that time, he was already on the floor, shot up, so he didn't have the gun. He said the last words, he's like, "But the gun is over there. I don't even have it." So that deputy probably was just saying that so it could look like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
but I mean, you just go rush into somebody's crib and just start you busting on 'em. Now, this article I'm reading from is from Stars and Stripes. It's supposed to be a military publication, and I'm going to read what they said. Now, this is from military experts. Um, Let me see. I'm sorry, first they're giving him a lot of praise in this article. A lot of the people in the Air Force and whatnot. But I want to get to the nitty gritty. Okay, now the body cam footage. Okay, now this is what one of the military people said. Only after firing those rounds did the deputy order Fortson to drop the gun. Now, this is the military saying this. The deputy shouted, "Step back," and immediately fired 6 rounds into Fortson. The moment the door opened. You know what I'm saying? So, um, this is a military publication. This writer, he's a U.S. military. He covers the U.S. military, and even he's saying that usually you think they try to cover it up and stuff, but even he said that he never even had time to to even he never even gave him time to do anything. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give him time to say who he was. He didn't, say, "Hey," and
Yeah,
then
you're supposed to yell gun before you start shooting.
you know, or he could order him to put the gun down before he starts shooting. He could have, "Hey, can you please put your weapon down?" You know what I'm saying?
He gonna try to
Like, I mean,
throw it in there after the fact.
after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I mean, this is just a clear case. This is the same thing happened to like Breonna Taylor. You know,
Hmm.
and then and I mean, like I say, licensed gun owner, military guy, just answered his door because he couldn't see who it was. He obviously opened the door, and even this, okay, Ian Adams, an assistant professor who studies criminology at the University of Southern California, said the speed of the shooting is pretty intense. It's happening very, very fast. See what I'm saying? He's saying that like Dude was given no time to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't given time to explain himself. I mean, just just basically just murdered the brother.
Yeah.
And then and they trying to now they trying to say we live in this article. They trying to like say, oh, we live in a time where there's more guns than anything. Okay, but that's what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted all these damn guns out here. So, like, don't get scared now. I mean, now y'all scary, so you just gonna shoot anything now because everybody got guns. But that's what you guys were voting for and wanting. And really, the
You
reason
know,
why you guys have all those guns is because you guys have all those guns because you're scared of black folk. Like we need protection from them. So I mean, he was supposed to pause and give a verbal warning. You know what I'm saying before he did any kind of deadly force. Um, you know, I mean, what also he says when he just opens the door, he sees him with the gun. Oh, this is somebody who's trying to say that. Oh, he said the airman didn't raise his gun and show no kind of hostile intent. When he opens the door, he sees him with the gun and unloads 6 rounds on the senior airman. To me, that just screams unjust right away. That's what this guy and who said that was Scott Lacey, a former Air Force Special Commands officer. So I mean, everybody from the Air Force, even in these, I'm sure they're not. These are people from the dominant society, are saying that what the dude did, the deputy did, was wrong. So we're going to follow this case closely and see where this leads. But what's your thoughts? Once again, what's your thoughts on this case here, Swag?
man, it's supposed to be rules of engagement, and they clearly weren't followed, allegedly. So I mean, it's just another needlessly lost life, black life. You know what I mean? That was just stolen.
Right, right, yeah, yeah, for no reason whatsoever. Brother out there doing the right thing. He in the military. He in his crib chilling. Not bothering nobody and minding his own business. And you get a Karen who gets out here, brings trouble to his door. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even the cause of the ruckus or disturbance she was hearing. It wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? He ain't had nothing to do with him.
He
So,
probably knew it
like
wasn't
I
him.
said, yeah. So, we should, like I said, we send our prayers and condolences, and
Thoughts and
we're gonna
prayers.
keep up with this. I want to see how this goes, man, because yeah, we definitely have to speak out. Of that deputy is in charge. He should be charged for murder. I don't all that. Well, just suspend him and send him to another unit. No, he need to go to jail. A lot of these officers, because a lot of these officers are SWSs and WSs in these law enforcement groups anyway. So everybody always talk. That's the thing. That's the thing I want to say. A lot of people in the dominant society always act like they're the most patriotic when we actually the most patriotic in this country because, or you saw what they tried to do on January 6th. They tried to overthrow the government, but they love America so much, right?
Hmm.
Then you see what they try to do as far as law enforcement. Like the minute law enforcement doesn't do something that they like, when it's against us, all hold the blue line. But then when it's for them, then it's like, oh fuck the police. You hear people from the dominant society say F the police all the time. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? When it don't serve them. Or put it this way, when it's when an officer looks like us, it's F the police. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of. I mean, I've seen a lot of cases of that. So I'm saying that we are one of the most patriotic. If I think we are the most patriotic group in this country, and a lot of people may not know Memorial Day was started by us. That's another FBA creation. Memorial Day. Look it up if you don't believe me. Do your Googles. But it definitely is the roots of it. Basically, I'll summarize it. Basically, we since America itself wasn't going to honor our fallen uh, brethren, ancestors, brothers and sisters, fathers in the military, we took time to honor them in our own way, and then that honoring kind of caught on, and then they started doing it too. You know what I'm saying? And now, but you would never know that as a kid growing up, as a foundational Black American kid growing up in this country, you would never know that it was started by, your people. You always see, anytime they talk about patriotism, we always see, they always kind of push us to the back, like that's not really you guys. When actually, when looking at this brother, we the most patriotic people, one of the most patriotic people in this country, I believe. Um, and if you don't believe me, like I say, just look it up. Look up the origins of Memorial Day, and you will see. And on that one, we're gonna end it on a funny note. And this last one right here, y'all, I got to talk about this last one. We're gonna be out. This little girl right here, they asked her. She was graduating kindergarten. One of the
Mm-hmm.
most, emotional parts of a parent's life. You're like, oh man, she graduated kindergarten. It's my baby. Look at her. And I like the picture here because we don't show we don't want to show the actual kid on here, even though you see a couple of them, But it's all over the internet. She was asked to come up and then talk about career, and the little sister said she want to be pregnant. That was her. They said, "What do you want to be?" She said, "I want to be pregnant." I was gonna play the video from it, but I don't know if we got the time right now. But the reason it's cute, it's funny, it's cute because she says I want to be pregnant, but it's a deeper thing that makes me think like, dang man, why little sister out here saying the little baby, why they got that baby out here saying she wish she was pregnant? It makes me think of like the sexy red effect, I call it. You know, um, you got all these like little ratchet Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Suki, all these, and a lot of these parents, judging by her, she's a young baby, so I'm sure her parents are pretty young as well. It's the next generation up under us, maybe actually a couple generations under us now. Um, and not saying that, this is allegedly. I'm not saying her parents let her listen to Sexy Red now, but I mean that's what's on the radio. So a lot of times people, they dropping their kids off. They'll put the radio on because they think, okay, the curse words ain't in there, and then you get your baby at the kindergarten graduation. Hey, what you want to be when you grow up? I want to be pregnant. And they saying she's saying she want to be pregnant. Now I don't know if that comes from Sexy Red or whatever. Maybe her parents, maybe this is something internal in the house that they have been talking about. Her having a brother or something. And she like, well, man, I'm about to be pregnant. I want to be pregnant. It could be something because kids are very innocent, so they'll hear something and be like, they think it's a good thing. Like, oh, mommy about to be pregnant. Well, I want to be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? What are your
Yeah,
thoughts on that?
see, I was thinking like that from the glass half full. That she just saw her mom. She might have the dad in the home, and she had her mom was pregnant, and both parents was in tune with the pregnancy, and and then they sang to the baby in the stomach and all that, and then she had a little brother earlier that school year, and then maybe she just saw the miracle of pregnancy from a eyes from a pure standpoint, and then she just wants to be like her mom. That's how I slice it up.
Right. Right. That's
Because
on the innocent side of the game. Yeah.
yeah, because honestly, like okay, I'm gonna draw my son's names. Like when Michael, when my wife was pregnant with Miles, I mean, it was a beautiful thing. We both in the home, and Michael was there, and we sang. I played my horn for Miles in the womb, and all that, and
Mhm.
it was a beautiful thing. But Michael know he can't be pregnant. But the same type of thing could have happened had he been my daughter,
Right. You know what
and
I'm saying?
that's why I
Right.
can see it through that lens, and that's what I hope it is.
Right. I hope it ends that way too. I hope it ain't like no ratchetness in there.
I don't
Right.
know, man. Maybe I'm wide eyed and pie in the sky, but it could have been that.
I mean, you know what? You're right. I want to be positive too. I feel you, my brother. I want to be positive too. But the generation, put it this way. I ain't even gonna put it in the generation. The way society is now. Like, remember that little,
Yeah, they look
remember the
good
little
for the
girls who were
whole
singing.
team.
Remember the little girls who were singing "Sexy Red," "My Hands on My Knees" or something. Remember that? Remember that came out.
Oh
Big
yeah,
girl.
yeah, in the classroom. Oh
Right.
yeah.
So that's what made me think. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
man, like I want to be pregnant. Sexy Red pregnant. Because remember, Sexy Red was out there pregnant with her pregnancy and stuff out there. Remember, she was
Oh, she
twerking on the
was.
BET Awards and stuff, pregnant. So
Oh no.
she might have seen the little girl could have seen that too and been like, shoot, I want to be pregnant. I want to be famous. She associate that with
She
being
was up there
famous. So
popping and
you
pregnant
never
with
know,
her. She's up
right?
there
I mean, you never
busting
know
open.
how much she sure was. And then nastily had her baby daddy doing things, trolling the red carpet. That was, I mean, that was just bad taste. But
Oh,
yeah.
damn,
But I'm just saying that
I stepped on the joke. My fault.
you remember you remember what her kid's father was doing from the red carpet. And we won't get into that,
Oh
especially
man.
on this one. But I'm just saying that the moral of the story here, y'all, is just kids are very impressionable, and you have to you
What
got to
the Bible say?
gatekeep.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Right. You got to gatekeep what your kids take in. You know what I'm saying? What they hear. You got definitely give context when they do see certain things or hear certain things. You got to give real context to them and let them know what's going on. Because kids are smart. A lot of times, kids are smarter than what you give them credit for. But it was cute. It was an innocent thing. It was funny. The people laughed in the audience. Said, "Oh my God!" She said she want to be pregnant. But that's as a think about the as a father, if I heard that, I'd be hurt. I'd be like, oh, not my
Oh
baby.
yeah, that's about the kryptonite right there, boy.
Right. I'd be like, not my baby. Talking about she want to be pregnant, girl.
I
You
can't
ain't
let it down. His mama in the crowd.
you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't dating till you 35. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh man.
uh but shout out to the young baby and her parents. God bless all y'all. Make sure
Yeah, throw some
you know what I'm
prayers on
saying.
that one, boy.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully it was all in good fun. Hopefully it's all in
Yeah,
good
yeah.
fun.
Regardless, the whole message wasn't communicated the most optimal way.
Right. But on that note, y'all, we are going to end this show, man. We had a long one today for y'all. Definitely had a long one for you. But it was long overdue. So we will be back at y'all again soon, very soon, sooner than
Salute.
anything. And actually, we'll be
Smash
back
the
on.
button.
Yeah, salute. Definitely, we're gonna be back. Probably be back on camera, man. Get back on camera for y'all. See, so y'all can see how weird and shit we looking these days. I'm growing a Pringles can mustache, and
You get what? A mustachio.
I'm growing a ponytail, slick back ponytail. Been putting nothing but blue magic in my hair, smoothing it
You
back.
said rocking the man bun with some bantu.
Oh, not the man bun. No, I'm old school, brother. I'm talking about. I said a ponytail, brother. I'm talking about. What's my man name? Not Rocky Jackson. Your boy from 227. Not Smokey Jackson. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
Stony.
Stony Jackson side of the game ponytail. Let me get a Stony Jack. That's a real
Oh, the
ponytail, real
Stony
man
Jack
ponytail.
guy.
Yeah, the iced tea game. You know what I'm saying? OG. Come on, Darlene. OG, original
6
gangster.
a.m.
But man, shout out to everybody listening to this broadcast. God bless you. We send nothing but positive vibes, and hopefully y'all send us some back in the form of likes, subscriptions, and if you feel the need, cash apps. That'll work too.
Yeah,
But
a little
with
blessing.
all else fails, thank you for having some time to kick it with your boys here on the weekend high. Come get down with us again. It's always a weekend when you listen to the weekend high, man. You always feel like it's weekend. So we're gonna get back at y'all. Thoughts and
Peace.
prayers. Throw some comments in there. We out. Peace.
Peace.